All right, for segment 1.2, we're going to cover the mega hero Heroes Unlimited. And the mega hero has come up a few times if you watch some of the past videos where people said, what about this character? What about that character from Marvel and DC and some other comic book types, where we mentioned that right at the beginning that Kevin even writes in the book here that these aren't your overpowered Superman. You won't be able to build Superman per se in this book because it's not meant to be that powerful of a game. However, then there's the mega hero, and Heathen Dog's going to explain to us if can mega heroes get that powerful or no, and what is the difference? What is the mega hero about? So bear with me just a moment, because once again, RPG Digest is a live stream podcast discussion, not a concise step-by-step tutorial. We may deviate off topic and go on tangent, so please enjoy. Here are the rules of playing tabletop RPGs, the core values. I should call them core values. These are the core values of playing tabletop role-playing games. Escapism, not representation. You're here to play superheroes. You're not here to bring in some sort of weird. I mean, if you want to be Professor X, be Professor X, but he's still a superhero. He still has abilities you can't fathom and you can't have. You're not playing yourself. There's really no chance. You're not a superhero, sir or ma'am. There's no chance. So escape into the game. Enjoy it. Entertainment over activism. You want to play to have fun. Saving the whales, well, it could be fun for a mission, but it's not fun overall if everything you're doing is trying to play Captain Planet, or what was the chick's name from Rick and Morty? That went all nutty on him.
Oh yeah, the Captain Planet wannabe. Yeah, I forget her name.
I forget it. I know the voice is Allison Brie, but anyway, yeah. And then natural inclusion, not forced diversity. What does that mean? That means just play with the people that are around you. If you've got a group of players, who cares what they believe in, what they worship, who they voted for, who they sleep with? I might have already said that. I don't know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's not relevant to the game. There is our website. You can find all our fine services there. Uh-oh, I lost some. I did. All right. And once again, on Sundays at 1 p.m. Central, we have RPG Digest live stream right here on YouTube, where we dive into game fundamentals in segment 1, provide our obnoxious opinions and commentary in segment 2, and let viewers call in during segment 3. On Thursday evenings, Heathen Dog, along with us, a team of amazing super friends, streams on Twitch. You'll find such games as 7 Days to Die, Dungeons & Dragons, Dead by Daylight, and whatever we rope him into playing next. On Friday, I'm back here on YouTube for the Friday Night Chill stream, where I, along with some guests, sit around the virtual couch and talk about anything and everything nerd. We laugh, we cry. I go to bed at 5 in the morning. It's fun times. And finally on Saturdays, because you simply can't get enough of Heathen Dog and his team, they return to Twitch to stream Le Jeu du Jour for some Saturday hijinks. This time, I'm going to remember to put that up this time.
Good job. All right. The mega hero. While he pulls it up, I'm going to tell you right now, the mega hero is not a power category. It is more like a prestige class. It is completely up to the game master whether you have it or not. You don't roll for it. You don't ask for it. You get it or you don't. It depends on the kind of game the game master wants to play. If the game master wants to play a world or solar system or galactic type scope of a game, then a mega hero could come in as necessary. But in anything below that, a mega hero is overkill, and everyone else is going to hate you because you play a mega hero. In all of the Heroes Unlimited games I've played, nobody started off as a mega hero. Something happened when we got to level 7 to 10. Some of us or all of us became mega heroes, and you can do that. It's a layer on top. It's the icing on your superhero cake. You can put it on later, and it just accentuates what you already are. It makes you more of a hero. You don't have to start that way, but you can end up that way through gameplay.
And so Kevin even mentions that in this first paragraph.
Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of rehashed the paragraph. Okay, now, beware of game balance. That's the problem. That's why starting off as a mega hero is bad. Go ahead and scroll down. Starting off as a mega hero, you will see very quickly that the mega hero can become OP right out of the gate at level 1. You thought the Ancient Master was bad? You thought robotics was bad, where you can start off with like all the 127 mini missiles if you wanted to, and just annihilate everything around you? No.
Yeah, but that's a one-trick pony, though. Once you're done with
that, but no one's going to survive that trick. Yeah, it's a really good trick. No one's going to survive it. And a lot of times no one's going to survive the mega hero. So let's look at exactly what you get as a mega hero. And there are
you get some crazy
paragraphs
dude
on game balance. All right. This is not to be taken lightly. Before you as a game master allow mega power into your world, you have to really think.
That's like a whole page. Like if you consider these columns,
Yes.
that's like a whole page on like, yo, slow your roll, buddy.
Exactly. Think about it hard because there's no coming back from this. Here is what all mega heroes get. Every single one gets this. Your strength is now supernatural. Whatever it was before, don't care. Was it a 9? Now it's a supernatural 9. Was it a 59? Now it's a supernatural 59. Supernatural strength, you don't get the power supernatural strength. So you don't get plus 30 to your strength total. Your strength becomes supernatural, which means you fatigue at 1/10 the normal rate. You get 10 times lifting and carrying capacity. And you get the special ability to bypass armor rating for natural armor, stuff like that. Your SDC total is increased by 50%. So whatever your SDC total for your power category ended up being, let's say it was 100, you now are at 150. If it was 300, you're at 450. That's a big jump. That is a big jump. And then you get enhanced healing. 1d4 plus 1 times faster than normal.
Times faster, not just like hit points per day, times faster.
Times. So whatever you normally heal, let's say you have a healing factor. Guess what? The forums are wishy-washy on whether it affects healing factor, but a lot of people say it does. Because healing factor is your natural healing because it's a superpower.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. It's not like you're concentrating to make it happen or anything.
It's automatic. It's autonomic. That's what it is. Increase range. All of your attacks, all of your vision, all of your 5 senses. Well, not 5, but all of the ranged senses. Obviously, taste and touch, not range.
I can do it from this far away.
Exactly. All of your ranged senses have a plus 50% range to them. So if you have say the power of flight, you get eyes like a hawk where you can see a stop sign at 2 miles away. Well, now it's 3 miles. If you have a ranged attack, like energy attack, it has 50% more range. So across the board. You are considered a supernatural being. This is important.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. There are a lot of spells, psionic abilities, stuff like that are supernatural being appropriate, where you can sense supernatural creatures, supernatural beings. You are now this thing. Plus, if you go into a high magic environment, say like rifts, you take your SDC and your hit points, add them together, and you become an MDC creature.
Wow, especially if you have invulnerability and all that, to have a character that's got like 500 MDC total.
Well, plus 50%, that's 750.
No, but I was hoping I was adding that in as well.
No,
but yeah,
invulnerability I think starts at 5 or 8.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll just say 1,000 MDC, 800, whatever MDC. I don't think most even like major mega robots have that much, do they? At least main body. They might have it spread around, but
if you want to get more than that, you pretty much have to go to adult dragons. That's the starting for that, for more than that. But so yeah, if you go to a rifts type area or 3 galaxies or stuff like that, and anything where mega damage exists and high magic exists, then you become a mega damage being.
I get to roll for something.
Those are what all mega heroes get. Now, all mega heroes also get a roll, a D100 roll for their special ability that's special to them. Let's see if Max Liao can actually do some good.
If the GM allows it, 2 powers maybe.
No.
I got a 31.
31. All right.
Tremendous
SDC. 1d4 times 100 plus 160 on top of whatever SDC you already have.
3. So 300 460
SDC.
I'm taking myself the riffs. I now have like 1,300 MDC.
Yep. Yep. You are a monster. Depending on what powers you have, depending on what physical skills you have, depending on what you rolled before, you could have easily 1,000 SDC at this point. You could easily. Now, a lot of these are, a little lower power, off factor, longevity, impervious disease, doesn't need to eat, drink for nourishment, doesn't need air to breathe. The powerful one is immortal. This is no joke. It's better than the immortality superpower.
Oh, wow. As I say, because immortality superpower is actually kind of a curse. But this, wow, Immortal can recover from and even body parts.
Yes. And when the immortal's hit points are reduced to up to 130 points below zero, you're racked with pain and can barely concentrate. All bonuses are reduced to zero. Melee actions are reduced to 2. Attributes are down 50%, and all skills are minus 75. But you can still walk.
130.
Negative 130. You can still walk and run away. If you suffocate, which takes 5 times longer than normal person.
Only takes a D4 hours to recover.
Yeah. Or if you are negative 131 and negative 300 points below zero, you will collapse and appear dead. But in 46 plus 12 hours, as long as no one is eating your body or anything, you will recover. Death is possible if you are vaporized or atomized, if you're turned to complete ash, if your head is removed from your body for 100 years, you will die.
Well, hey, son, I'm bequeathing this to you.
Exactly.
Hold on to this. Do not open this box. You don't want to know what's in it, but we got to save the date. After that, I don't care what you do with it.
There you go. Yeah. So if someone chops off your head, you're dead. But if they put it in the same grave, it will slowly migrate to your body and reattach, and you get to be alive again. If it's physically separated for 100 years, then you will die. Up until then, your head and your body do not deteriorate. Or you can roll the 91 to 100 and be undead. This is like a vampire or a lich or whatever. And it has its own caveats and addendums to them. You have to eat either blood, PPE, energy, bioenergy, whatever to keep yourself surviving. But you're immune to normal weapons. You're immune to normal punches. Even supernatural strength attacks only do half damage to you. You regenerate 2d6 hit points and 2d6 SDC per round, per melee round. And regenerate lost limbs except your head within 1d4 days. This is high-speed regeneration, people. This is no joke. You don't need to eat food or breathe air. You don't need any of that crap. You can exist just fine, without all that. You don't need it. You don't age anymore because you're dead. And you get
this is definitely meant to be a vampire if you look at these vulnerabilities.
Yeah, you're vulnerable to silver, sunlight, and wood. Your physical beauty is reduced by a D10. Your horror factor is 10 plus 1d6 once they, because people are just freaked out being around you because you're unnatural. But you are some kind of vampire. You're blood drinking vampire, a life force or bioenergy vampire, a PPE vampire, or an energy vampire.
92.
That means you either, what is that? What are you?
92.
92, you're an energy vampire. You need to draw energy from living being. This makes super beings who can expel or turn into energy your primary targets. The energy vampire must feed on the equivalent of one experience level of power. This is done by either holding on to the victim or touching him while the victim is incapacitated or bound. The drawing of energy is painful and reduces the energy being's level of power by 1. Temporary decrease in level by 1. It lasts for 66 hours. Otherwise, the super being is unharmed. After feeding on the energy super being, you don't have to feed again for 4 weeks. So if you have a party member who has energy expulsion, you can feed off of them once a week, and they're only weak for 66 hours, and then they're fine. And you can bank power levels. You can bank them. It says here, you can gain 1 additional month of energy, but you cannot drain more than half your victim's levels. So let's say that your friend's level 4. You can bank 2 months worth of energy at one time. Sweet. And he'll be fine in 12d6 hours.
Oh, is it
66 per
additional?
Level.
Okay.
Yeah. 66 per level. So that's fine. So that's great. But if you don't have an energy expulsion person, then you have to feed like a bioenergy vampire, and that's dangerous. That can kill people. So you got to be very, very careful with that. And every superhero, every mega hero has an Achilles heel. Superman's got it. Green Lantern's got it.
What's Green
You know,
Lanterns? Oh, the yellow
color
stuff,
yellow.
right? Yeah, okay.
Or historically, the 1920s or 40s Green Lantern was wood.
27. Deadly metal.
Deadly
Oh,
metal, fairly
it has to
common.
be
Okay.
fairly common metal too.
It has to be a fairly common metal. Yes. Other than brute force, the super being's powers don't work against this metal. Any weapon or bullets made of or coated with the metal punches through the Mega Hero's natural armor rating and does double damage direct to hit points,
Oh,
triple damage to MDC when in MDC environment. An opponent must roll a 5 or higher to hit, obviously. In some cases, the GM's discretion, even close contact and prolonged exposure could make them physically ill and weak. So you have to choose a metal that is common. But I wouldn't choose lead because that's common in all bullets
or copper.
or copper. But I would choose, say, silver. Just
Brass. I take brass.
okay.
Get that
You could take
candelabra
silver.
away from me.
Yeah, you could take silver. You could take aluminum or aluminium. You know, you can any kind of metal that can be considered common in normal life.
This is fairly common.
There you go. But you could also get vulnerable to fire. You must transform in order to use your powers. And then it shows you what you transform into. You could be a beautiful angel, a demon, a Hulk, you know, whatever. You could be a solar powered or night powered.
How is this a
You only work
weakness?
during the day or you only work at night. Loves the opposite sex. That's a psychological vulnerability. You know, bros before hoes, but not you, man. You can't help yourself. Vulnerable to cold, vulnerable to fire, slow, vulnerable to heat, allergy, extremely nearsighted.
Hey. Where is that? Where's the extremely nearsighted?
It's above allergy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There we go. I already have my weakness. Great.
Yes, you do. If only you
Take
got
these
the
things
strength
off. I can't even read that.
yeah. But allergy again has to be common. So peanut allergy, strawberry, milk, nut, whatever, you know, you have
Cat
to choose
fur
an
or
allergy,
cat
dander.
dander.
Yeah, stuff like that. You have to choose an allergy.
So I
That
can't
has to
take
be a common
alligator
allergy.
teeth.
I'm like, I'm allergic to a certain kind of antibiotic. No, sorry, man. No.
I'm allergic to moon rocks from Jupiter.
And finally, the last one is psychological. Again, God syndrome. You are so powerful that you believe you are intrinsically better than everyone else. And
Mr.
you know what? You're
Manhattan
right. You're right. You are.
or Dr. Manhattan. What the hell is his name?
Dr. Manhattan. Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan.
You are intrinsically better than everyone else because you are. God syndrome is not really so much of a detriment, more as a realization of fact. If you are a mega hero, you are better than everybody else.
Nobody wants to. No, you need zinc, especially if you're a male superhero.
Well,
All
no,
right.
you wouldn't have to put on sunscreen because that'd be bad for you. All right, and then it gets into more role playing stuff, fighting a bad attitude and reputation. This is handling your mega hero basically. Your mega hero can wipe the floor with most other beings in the world. So how do you handle that? If you can't stop them physically, you have to be able to stop them perceptually. You have to be able to stop them because you have to make them act like a hero.
Send the media after him. It's like the Incredible Hulk from the
Exactly. Yeah.
70s.
Yeah. You don't want
All
people to
right.
be afraid of you. You don't want the media to go around you and stuff like that. So
The boys fails at this.
yes. So here's the bottom line of Mega Hero. If you want to start a cosmic level campaign, this is how you do it. Everyone's a mega hero. If you want to start off with a regular campaign and evolve to a cosmic campaign, find a way to evolve your heroes into mega heroes because you can. It's easy.
I think that might be the better. I mean, not
Yeah.
might be. That is the better way to
That's
go
probably
if
the
you
better
want to
way.
do that. Yeah.
Yes, it's very easy. You can make any kind of excuse you want. If you're playing mutants, it's a genetic mutation that was destined to happen. It just happened later. That's fine. If you're a psychic hero, you just broke through your subconscious barriers and became a mega psychic. That's fine too. You know, there's all kinds of ways to introduce mega hero later on. It is not a power category. It is a prestige power category.
Green
So
Lantern, we
let's
have
look at some.
upgraded your ring.
Let's look at some chat. See what's
Okay,
going
looking
on
at
here.
some chat here. I didn't start everything, but we got playing Mega Heroes like what? Oh, adding mythic level PCs in Pathfinder, which Bruce, who plays a lot of Pathfinder, vomits at
Yep.
that. So see, so and I have this up here for a reason. I would rule it works with healing factor. Okay.
I would as well.
And then right after that, enhanced healing. Enhanced says healing speed is faster than normal humans, so healing factor would not be considered. So two different rulings on that
Okay.
already.
And that's fine. That's fine. I mean, there's an argument to be made for both sides. It depends on the game master.
A house rule that you can roll an ability more than once, adding 50% to the power.
What?
Is that for like you can roll up a special ability like whatever, lightning bolts or whatever?
Oh no, yeah. If you roll, say, expel energy twice
Mhm.
as a superpower, then you get it only once, but at plus 50% range and damage and all that stuff because it's taking up 2 slots instead of 1. That's a way to go. I mean, I think in the book it says to roll again or choose a different expulsion. Like I can do laser and fire or plasma and light or whatever, or ice and fire, whatever. Depends on what's thematic for you.
How
Gold.
am
No
I
one makes
supposed
ammo
to?
out of gold. Well, actually, gold and lead are very, very similar
Hey,
in
they're
weight.
different. Nope, on the periodic table they're different.
I said very similar. I didn't say exactly the same. They're very similar. So they have approximately the same weight and the same strength. So
But
they
how am I
would they
supposed to
would
swim in
work.
my Scrooge McDuck castle?
Okay, they would work as bullet tips. I'm just saying they would work almost as good as lead as bullet tips, just pricier.
Well, they jacket the lead with copper or steel.
Yeah, and you can do that with gold as well.
Stage magician that becomes a mega hero.
Actually, no. It actually says here, mega heroes are not to be used with certain power categories, and one
Really?
of them is robotics, and I
Oh,
think the
boo.
other is any of the physical, not physical, but the special powers category thing. Where is it?
Well, somebody in the comments can say where it is. So at some point, as he figures that out. All right, that's not. I mean, that wasn't too long. That was pretty short for the mega hero because the big crux of the mega hero is the fact that it has to be right for your campaign. Game
Yes.
masters are given a full page of warning to say, slow your roll, hold on here. However, let's be fair. Heathen Dog knows he's played Champions before and some of those other games like the old Marvel Face Rip, where those heroes can become quite powerful. And sometimes, maybe a lot of times, maybe most of the time, people want to play these heroes
Mhm.
are that have extraordinary powers. So it gives rules on how to handle that outside of just the mechanics. It talks about you're going to have a weakness. It talks about, hey, how is your perception going to be? So you take all those things and put them in there. Yeah, but my issue with this though is if you start saying, well, since you pick gold or since you pick lead, that's also going to include gold, silver, and copper as your weakness. As a player, I'd say no, hold on,
No.
stop. Like that,
No.
you're getting. But
It said pick one metal, not one category of metal. So shut up.
all right, but no, but I get you could pick something in that realm, and you could jacket it and make it a bullet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste gold as a bullet though.
No. I would take gold in a heartbeat. Just I don't wear
In
jewelry.
my hands.
Yeah. I don't wear jewelry. There you go.
All right. Oh, so Killraven says right here. It says bionics, robotics, hardware, and special training
Special
should be
training should be
avoided.
avoided. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Now, I don't know about robotics and bionics. I could see a mega hero robot or bionic. It depends. Like I invented my own metal. It's 50% denser than
Unobtainium or
titanium.
whatever.
Okay, yeah, sure. I could see that, but the special training and stuff like that, okay, yeah, no mega heroes there. We don't want a mega hero stage magician or a mega hero ancient master. Don't need that. That's way too much.
Yeah. Yeah. What he said. Weird elements.
There you go.
I mean, every universe has got some sort of impossibilium, whatever.
Unobtainium.
Yeah, unobtainium. All right. Well, there we go. That's gonna be it. For segment one. I don't have any end. Do I have any end banners? I don't. because I changed up how I do this. I do everything at the beginning now. Make you sit through it or fast forward. So,
But you
all
made it
right.
to the end.
You did make it to the end. So with that, I hope everybody has a one. This is not the end of the stream, folks. Oh yeah, likes it. Thank you. We never do that anymore. Yeah, people on the YouTube already stopped watching.
Oh.
All right.